And we are back. Got some more film today. We're looking at the running backs here. Phil Mafah made some noise, but Malik Davis made a little bit more noise, and he only been here 48 hours. You don't know how this running back situation is going to pan out, but I just wanted to show y'all a handful of plays. We ain't doing nothing else. Let's talk about Phil Mafah a little bit. Take a look at him here. We're going to run the play, and we're going to come back and break it down a little bit. This will also be a quasi O-line film session, because in a lot of these plays, it revolved around TJ Bass and Brock Hoffman kind of doing their job combo wise. So we'll be breaking that down. All right, cool. So look, this all starts with taking care of a gap right here, right? So right now this is Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass. Boom. They're going to get a good combo going. I like how Hoffman kind of got the half body in there, but they both are kind of half body because we don't know who's going to take over the block, right? What I mean by that is when we continue to press and Mafa ends up here in this section here, right? Now Hoffman needs to be the take over fully guy while TJ Bass comes off and deals with the linebacker. That's what kind of what needs to happen here. It just didn't work out that way. It actually happened backwards. Hoffman kind of came off to block the linebacker, but you see Hoffman didn't have the leverage. Now, let me just say this, because Voch don't know the plays. There's a whole new system and playbook, right? Was Phil Mafah supposed to go here? Let me give y'all an arrow. Hold on. Boom. Was Phil Mafah supposed to go here? And maybe that would be the idea of Brock Hoffman going there and TJ Bass staying there? Possibly. Voch don't know. But in this world where we don't know what's happening until it happens, and like I said, I don't have all the answers, then it would be Hoffman staying and Bass kind of climbing to deal with that linebacker guy, but it happened oppositely. So I don't know if this is a Hoffman mess up or a Mafa mess up, but the good thing about guys like Mafa, or just any other running back that can kind of, create nonsense on their own, is that if it does go bad and this linebacker gets free, Mafa can defeat one of those guys by himself and drag him along with him. You see what I'm saying? So this is kind of why when we're, preaching for running backs in the offseason, draft season, things like that, you want a guy that can erase a mistake or like a shortcoming from your offensive line. So just in case it's not perfect, there's a backup plan. But let's keep watching film. One more from Phil Mafah here. We'll just watch it and we'll come on back, man. Let's just watch it. Couple things happen here, man. Let's take a look at first of all, let's take a look at Sadiq Charles kind of leading his guy upfield. All this is this first of all, let me give you one more talking point. Let me do this for you. Hold on. We call this back in the day 3D 3B. 3 defenders for 3 blockers. And it's kind of like a little triangle going on. Right, this is more of a rhombus, all right? This is more of a, what is this, a trapezoid? What you say, not Chuck? This is 3D versus 3B, 3 defenders versus 3 blockers, right? So these 3 defenders versus our 3 interior offensive linemen. That's your setup in your list of combos. So first and foremost, boom. Sadiq is tasked with leading this character upfield, in which he does. So now we got our 2 versus 2 here, and we have TJ Bass and Hoffman. They're going to be working or comboing the down lineman to the linebacker here. Bass does a good job of not only engaging, dealing, sustaining, but he gets a good turn on this guy as well. And TJ's Brock Hoffman is going to help with that also, but TJ did such a good job of engaging and turning. Brock can really get upfield right now on that linebacker. He got up there, but he could have been a tick sooner because Bass really took care of the job here. But what this does with these 1, 2, 3 blocks here, Phil Mafah gets to just do what he wants. He gets to take the handoff and just fly. And that's exactly what he does. It's wide open there for him. Now, this is something else too I was talking about with Clemson Phil Mafah. Yo claim to fame, your bread and butter, what you do is you thump folk. Okay, so I think Phil Mafah is best when he's taking people to Slide City and he's thumping. When he do a whole bunch of shucking, juking, and shaking, that's when he kind of loses who he is a little bit, right? I want Phil Mafah thumping folk, but they'll cross that bridge whenever we get there. Let's move on. And here's another example. Phil Mafah right here. We'll just run the play. Boom, boom. We'll just run the play, and then we'll come back and talk about it just a little bit. We ain't doing nothing else. This is another example of even when it's not perfect up front, it ain't got to be perfect up front. But in the event that is not, you have a running back or a offensive player that can drag folk a couple of extra yards. Right now, 40 and number 58, they got Phil Mafah right here. But when you powerful and you can wrangle a little bit, you can drag people and get an additional 2, 3, 4 yards. So that's what I do like about Phil Mafah. But maybe you got to, work on his vision a little bit, work on some of these other things. they'll have to figure that out, and we'll keep on watching film and breaking it down. But if Mafa can do anything, if he put the nipple on the titty in any regard, it's dragging people. Let's go watch some Malik Davis. Let's take a look at Malik Davis on this play. He just kind of showed up 48 hours ago and giving us all kind of hope in Cowboy Nation. All right, y'all write this down. It's going to be on the test, okay? 3D versus 3B. Let me draw a little triangle here. Yeah, this is going to be a triangle here. Yeah. Got our triangle, all right? So 3D versus 3B. You got 1, 2, 3 defenders versus 1, 2, 3 blockers. That's the only combo that we worried about here. Let's run it again and we'll come back. Bam, bam, bam. So Austin Richards is going to boom, boom, boom. Austin Richards is going to get a little scoop action in there. Wall his character off. So this whole situation is like removing this D lineman from existence right here. Good job from Austin with the wall off, and then it comes right back to Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass. I beat up on Brock a lot. I definitely beat up on TJ a bunch, and it seems like TJ is the center now. Something to keep eyes on. I beat up on TJ and Brock a whole bunch, but they pulled off some nice looking blocks here. Bam, bam, bam. They're gonna step. All right, everything's cool. Everything's fine. You know, TJ even had the hand out as help guy. No more help required. Hand over here to make sure you don't need no help. Nah, you good. All right, I'm going to climb, deal with that. Bam, bam. And our guy Malik just gets to run to some free grass, and he delivers a blow on the back end. Good run. We got Malik Davis one more time at running back. Let's just run it and see what's going on here. Got some combos up front. Okay, coming off the linebackers up front. Ain't no problem. Some interesting things happen real fast right here, right? So let's take a look at these front side plays right here, right? There's a lot more people around us now. Is the box is a little more, is a little more populated here. So now it's more so bam, 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 and bam, 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 bam. Okay, these are your new combos here. These are our new cadences here, all right? And what's the name? 79 that immediately took Walesko number. Did you hear what I said? Just immediately took Walesko number. It just is what it is. But let's run it. Let's run it forward a little bit. Bam. You're gonna get Awesome and TJ Bass working the combo to the linebacker. I think they did a really good job here. Now, he just talked about this, right? We just talked about this a little bit, so this kind of proves my point with the first play that we talked about. If you Awesome, but first of all, if you're both these guys, you got half your body into the block. That's fine, but at some point, one of y'all gonna have to come off. In this particular case, TJ Bass comes off. So if you're Awesome and you're feeling TJ Bass come off, at some point you got to put your whole body on this down lineman because TJ's leaving. TJ's leaving to go deal with the linebacker. Now, that's something that, they can work on in different drills and all that. But as I'm taking a look at this other side here, Hoffman and Lael, they're going to be working this guy. And look, Lael's strong as hell, ladies and gentlemen. I might do a video on just Lael by himself. I'm probably not. But Lael and Brock are working this combo here. Now, at some point, Lael going to have to come off and deal with 40 at some point. But I see what happened here. Like Malik Davis flashed here, and he would have probably stayed that way, but he saw, Austin Richards kind of let this guy go. So Malik kind of cut back when he probably wasn't supposed to there. But by the grace of Joe Milton being dangerous with his legs, when Joe Milton goes, 40 kind of went with him. So that opened up the lane a little bit. And in my mind, I was wondering why Lael didn't come off and block 40. But I guess if we're all going in one direction, and the running back is going behind us, and if you 40 and you want to go over here, then I guess Lael's saying, hey, he's not on the track. But this is only a conversation for me because Malik actually leaves and goes all the way backside. You know what I'm saying? It ended up working, but it was a little weird for everybody. But it's all good. Nobody died. Let's keep moving. And I just want to show y'all this play because the Cowboys running trap right here. Terrence is going to do a block down release. Hoffman is going to fake engage, then release, block down here, and you're gonna get an awesome pull and trap. And that's gonna be your Cowboys trap play. It looks like I'll run it and we'll come back and talk about it. That's gonna be your Cowboy trap play for the regular season, right? And I like how the rules of this is for Brock Hoffman to fake engage, best release, work backside. I like that a little bit because when Awesome is pulling and he's flashing at the 3-tech here, the 3-tech thinks that he's engaged with Brock Hoffman. Take a look at the 3 here. He thinks he's engaged with Brock Hoffman. Then Brock goes away. Then as soon as Brock leaves, you get the Austin Richards block. And in real life, chat, I'm just keeping the buck. I want Austin Richards to punish that dude. If he's so consumed with this Hoffman block and he really don't see, I want Austin to punish this character, but he Did not, but it is what it is. It ended up being a pretty good run. I wanted to highlight it because I like to highlight interesting Cowboy runs, but Malik Davis did eventually, we'll run it. He did eventually make something interesting of this play as well. A lot of nonsense was happening, like a lot of chaos was happening around Malik, but he ended up making it all work out for him. Okay, so appreciate y'all for tapping in with me on this one. More interesting stuff. We're going to continue to break down the film and watch it, and I'm going to be going live and talking about this game all week, so y'all be ready. The content is bike. Y'all hold it down until next time, man. Love y'all. 2 pieces. All right, salute.